Good afternoon. Jai Hind everyone. Myself Amit Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today's topic is user interface design. As we know that in context of human-computer interface, this is the most important topic. Because of design interaction, we cannot do anything, or with the design aspect, we help the user to operate the system. So, the user interface design, and the outline of this lecture is, the first one is what is user interface design, then user interface design component, then type of user interface design, and after end of this lecture we complete principle of user interface design. So first of all, we start with user interface design. User interface design, that suppose that a person create or operate some system with the help of design, with the help of a screen. You see, this one is a screen, and we click on this screen, and this is the system is operate all over the process is going on. So this is known as interfacing. With the interfacing is depend on the design aspect. This design must be very attractive. Design must be very easy and simple, so user can use it very easily. Design must be very understandable manner, similar manner, or we can say that when we design create a such type of a design, the user can operate the system in very efficient manner, very easy manner, or a simple way. So all about the user interface design, we have it's known as user interface engineering. Engineering interface design means the process of designing user interface for software and machine like a mobile device, home appliances, and computer and another electronic devices. The aim of increasing the usability only, improving the usability of the system only. So with the help of design, we can increase the usability of the product or a system. The aim of the interface design is to make the user experience, as easy to possible, while still being successful achieving the goals. Goals, that means user-centered goals, we achieve it. Suppose that when we go to the metro station and we want a ticket. So with the help of system, we can click on a single button, we click on a icon, and we find out the ticket. So this one is a very simple manner. Icon is there. User know about the technical terms or what it operates. They click on the single icon and find out the ticket. So this type of a design layout, we need it nowadays. So the second one is user interface design component. So we have 4 type of component. The first one is input control. The second one is navigation components. Fourth one is informational component, and fourth one is content. So one by one we can elaborate it, or we can understand what this is. So component acting in the certain manner, try to predictable and consistent to our selection and their layout. So one by one we elaborate it. Input controls. Input controls involved such as a button, toggle, drop down, list, checkbox. So over the screen we can control all about the windows. Through the checkbox, through the radio buttons, through the buttons, we can control on the screen, or some action is there. We click on the button, then some action is performed, or some operation is performed by the within a screen. So through this one is a first component, input control components, and the second one is navigational component. Navigational component, that means we such as navigational control, that means such as scroll bar and menus items. We click on the some menus item, and some field is there. We click on that, and a new page is open there. Maybe parents menus, sub parents menus. Search field is there. Search field is there. That means we search in a screen, and the new content is there. So we have a number of navigational component in our screen, or in our user design. Informational component is the third one. Informational component. Informational components, that means such as toolkit model and windows, we present in a process box, and notification is there. So suppose that some information present in our screen. Suppose that someone plug in a pen drive in your system, and system give a notification. There's a pop-up window is clear, present in your screen, and give a notification. Suppose that in your laptop, your battery goes down, then a notification is there. That one is a warning notification. Your battery is not enough, and please charge it. So we have a number of information provided to the user by the screen. Screen, that means through the design. Process box, you operate the system, and some process is going on. What is amount of a process is processed at the current time, it's given with the help of a design layout. So this one is a informational component. And then fourth one is constraints. Constraints include the accordions. Accordions, that means UI design element that allow user to expand and collapse selection of components. So we have a organized information collection, so such as card have some information. We have a card, and in a card we have some information, and these information is stored in a organized manner. So we have these four type of component, and this one is known as user interface component. The first one is input control component, second one is navigational component, third one is informational component, and fourth one is containers. And the next one is design of type of interface design. So type of interface design, we have command line interface known as CLI, graphical user interface, well known, GUI, menu based interface, web based interface, natural language interface, and form based interface. So these are some type of interfacing design. To use of this, user can interact with the system. One by one we can elaborate it. First one is command line interface. You see, when we use a DOS, that means we type some command on a screen, and through the typing the command we can operate the system. So this one is a command line interface. So you see in this figure, with the help of commands, we can operate this system. In DOS, cd dot md exit cls. So we have a number of command, and these command we can operate the system, or we interface with the system. So this one is a command line interface, or we can say CLI. CLI is command line programs. The example is a DOS operating system, or in a DOS operating system with we type the something, and this one is operate. A very important and very popular graphical user interface, that means GUI. We work on a different type of Windows, just as a Windows 97, 2001, Windows XP, Windows Vista, 2007, 10. These are GUI based operating system. GUI, that means graphical user. We, through the graphics, the present an icon or a graphics or an image, we click on this image and perform the task. Suppose I am given a picture of a layout. Here we click on the Internet Explorer. If we click on this Internet Explorer, the browser will be open. So through the interaction via the image or an icon or a graphics, in a graphics way, this one is known as graphical user interface. It is very simple, very convenient. In old, when we work on a DOS, we learn about the technical commands. We have knowledge about the commands. Then we can operate. Here, we click on a single button and can operate it. So, it's a very simple to use. It's a very convenient and don't require to acquire computer knowledge. That a person have much know about the computers technology, they can operate easily. So through this graphical user interface, we click on the image, we interact through the image, and system perform the task. And multitasking operation is also an advantage of interfacing. So if we want to shut down the system, click on the button and then click on the shutdown icon. System is shut down. We double click on the folder. We click on a file. So through this we can operate the system. If you want to, we play on the song, then song is appear and we double click on the song and play the song. So this type of interfacing is known as graphical user interfacing. It's a menu based interface. Menu based, that means we have a menu appear in the menu bar and some list is appear. If we click on this menu, some list is present there. Maybe after clicking on this present another sub menus, and click on this menu, we open a new window or operate with the machine with the help of menus item, with the help of the menus elements. So menus based interface display each group as menu items. So these are known as menu items. We click on these menus items and system operate, display in a group. So when the user click on this group name or an options and display in item can be selected the groups. So suppose that when we click on the menus item, then present is the second one, then second we click on this one, next window is open. So Here, enable to user to avoid the memorized memory word. This one is the advantage over the menus items, menus based interfacing. So we click on this host, a list is appeared in this way, or we click on this home page, then home page is appear. So if we click on the documentation part, the help part, so the help part is available. So this one is known as menu element. This one is known as menu element. Through the menu element, we click on the menus element and perform the tasks or interface with the system is known as menu based interfacing. The next one is web based interface. Web based, that means through the browser we can transfer a web page in our local server. So this is done by the any browser, web browser, that means a web browser. So a web browser, a user interface or a web app both allow the user to interact with the content of software running in remote server through a web server. So content of the web page is downloaded from the web server and the user can interact with the content in the web browser. The content is available in remote areas and through the net or through the web browser, we can transfer it in our web page. So we can easily interact with the system. So this is known as web-based interfacing. So I am giving a picture. So you can see this picture with the help of this browser. Paste the URL and transfer the information in your screen. The next one, natural language interface. Natural language interface, such as a human, I have a language. So through the language, we can operate the machine. The best example is Alexa. Suppose that through the voice assistant is there. Through the voice, we can operate the system. Suppose there was the Alexa machine and a single word, we can say that the play Alexa, play the song. So they start the song. And we give the title of the song, they provide this title through the database. So natural language, such as by the natural language or a human language, we can operate the machine. So some typical example of the natural language interfacing is voice agent, chatbot, and interactive voice responses. So this one is an example of natural language. And the next one is form-based interfacing. Form-based interfacing, you see, this one is the form here. User fill this form and interface with the system. So form-based is a display a form only, simple a form. User can fill all the entries as a data, and this data is saved in our DBMS or in a table, that is the backend. That form-based interfacing designed by the designer, front-end designer. So this one is a form-based interfacing. User can interact or interface with this method when someone is filling the information, fill the form, give the some entities, fill out some data in the form. So these are the type of interfacing design: command line, graphical user interface, menu-based interfacing, web-based interfacing, natural language interfacing, and form-based interface. So one by one, we can evaluate. And the next topic is principle of user interface design. So what are the principle where through when we create a design, or we can choose a screen. So suppose that when we work on a SDLC model, the first one is requirement gathering. Second one is after requirement gathering, we design. So what are the points we consider according to the need of the user? So aesthetically pleasing. Pleasing, that means attractiveness is there. Suppose this one is a some open addresses such as Gmail only. So when we opening the Gmail, some inbox is present there, some compose box is there, inbox, top down, then we have a number of options there, and the current emails that is come in our email box is presented one by one. With this type of a layout we design. So when we design a layout, that is shows the attractiveness. So this one is pleasing. Visual appearance is very attractive. And the clarity, that means the text or a image or a content, whatever we provide in design layout, is very clear now, because of readable content is there. User cannot much emphasis on the text or image to understand it. Compatibility, compatible to the user, compatible to the job, according to the job or a task, whatever we completed or accomplish with this design aspect. So compatible according to the user's need. And comprehensive, the next is comprehensive according to the user, according to the operation of a we create a such type of a design that is comprehensively. Configurability, configure a such type of a design that is much attractive and much visual appearance is there. Consistency involve each and every pages. Suppose that we create a folder. Icon is create a icon as a folder, and it's give a consistency in each page. So consistency is involved in each similar manner. We provide the icon in a similar manner. So suppose that this cross button is present in here, and next page we also present in that page. Compose box is here or emails here. So we when we click on the next page, all the emails are present in similar manner. So consistency in our design aspect. Control over the design through the buttons, through the radio button, through the command button, toggle buttons, or lists. We control over the machine or a system. Responsiveness is there. Then one very popular and very important thing is here, responsiveness. Response by the system. If we click on the submit button, then provide some feedback or some response is there. Suppose that we click in a Google button to submit it, then all the data, all your form is submitted now. Directness is there. So we suppose the directness is, then click on the button, the direct manipulation is there. Efficient, that means not taking a much emphasis by the user. Emphasis by the user, that means not take much time. Efficiency is there. We create a such type of a design that is very efficient. User can understand within a limited time and operate it accordingly. Familiar, that means we design a such type, we choose a such type of an image, we select a such type of image that are very familiar. Just suppose that when we choose the power button, we use this one, this type of a button. So this shows the power button. So cross button, then we use this cross button, then we use this cross button. So the similarity is there because of user can understand easily. In mobile navigation, we use the 3 lines, we use 9 dots. In folder, we use such type of an image. Storage, we create a such type. This type of image we can create it. So this shows the storage only. So it's familiar icon or familiar design we are using. Simplicity is there. Simple manner. Simple, that means when we design a such type of letter, this one is very simple. Not much data in our design, not much color in our design layout. Excess amount of images, excess amount of data, we avoid it. Recovery is there. Undo's option is available there. And alternative options, operation options are also available there. Predictability is performed by the when we apply the GUI or when we apply the user interface design. And transparency also a very important topic. Transparency is there. So through this point, when we create a design, when we create a layout, design layout, so we remember these points. So these are the principles. Principles are pleasing and attractiveness, clarity of text and images, compatibility, configurability, consistency, control, responsiveness, directness, efficiency, familiarity, flexibility, simplicity, and recoverable design, and predictability and transparency in our design layout. So when a designer want to create a such type of a design, that must be very usable to the user. So according to the user's usability, we create a design. So all over this user interface design, we cover the topic. Thank you and Jai Hind.